describe school culture through 5 different disciplines. It's a mix of anthropology, sociology, psychology, political science, and history. So when I became a principal, I had no clue that I was walking into such a complex organization. And why is the organization complex? Because the organization is made up of human beings, and human beings are complex. What's really been kind of perplexing in this whole school reform movement is that we've pretty much taken the human element out of our discussion. That we're driving people over a cliff because we haven't had the discipline to understand and study that schools aren't buildings, schools aren't accountability ratings. All schools are a collection of human beings involved in hundreds and thousands of interpersonal relationships. If we don't take the time to examine that through a methodical and pragmatic lens, no wonder only 1% of the schools on the failing list have gotten off since 2002. Now, I like to describe school culture like this, to make it plain for you. I like to describe school culture like soil and technical change like seeds. Do any of you in this audience have a garden? Do we have any gardeners here? Okay. How important is soil to your garden, gardeners? It's not that important. Let me ask you again. How important is soil to your garden? Very important. Now, you can go to the farmer's market and you can purchase the best seeds that money can buy. I'm talking about top-of-the-line seeds. And we have a lot of good ones. If you bring that seed back to your garden and you plant it in soil that's dry, acidic, and uncultivated, what's likely to happen to that seed? Nothing. It won't grow. It won't germinate. It won't give you the produce you expect, not because it was a bad seed. It wasn't planted in the right environment. If you took that same seed and planted it in soil that was hydrated, minerally rich, and properly cultivated, what's likely to happen to the exact same seed? It's going to grow, flourish, and give you the produce you expect. So, if some of you work in districts with several schools, have you ever seen a school reform initiative that blossomed and was a great success in one school, but floundered and was a huge failure in another school? That had nothing to do with the validity of the initiative. It had everything to do with the environment that initiative was implemented. So wouldn't it make sense for us, with all of these research-based, data-driven strategies, that we spend a lot of time trying to develop the magic seed that can transcend bad soil? So here's a question I've been asking politicians for the last 3 to 5 years. If we really want to see schools improve, why have we invested so much in the seed and so little in the soil? We spend time and money trying to evaluate the teacher rather than spending time and money trying to cultivate the teacher. We spend so much time trying to evaluate the school rather than spending time and energy trying to cultivate the school. If the human capital is developed, there are a lot of great strategies that will work. Charlotte Danielson's framework is a great framework. Marzano's framework is a great framework. But I will guarantee you, if the culture is not conducive or does not embrace that, it will eat that strategy for breakfast. I've never found a strategy that can transcend bad culture. So I want to give you a few tools to help you with your garden. So if your soil is a little bit dry, there's a few weeds in it, I want to give you what we know about developing the soil so that the great strategies developed at the state level, the federal level, and the local level will actually work.